All right, y'all, we got another throwback pop the balloon episode, and this one consists of this doctor. I'm sure you're pretty familiar with him if you watch any of the pop the balloons, and he goes by Dr. Elom. But before we get started, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and you have your notifications turned on because I'm going to be doing about 2 or 3 of these a week. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so right off the bat, everybody's laughing. That is not a good sign.
He's back.
Oh my God.
All right. If we can have your name.
They haven't even got his name yet, and already majority have popped. And the girl in the middle, her balloon didn't even pop. It just deflated.
That was so fast. I was not expecting that.
What's your name, sir?
Hi, my name is Dr. Elom.
And Dr.
Y'all know
Elom,
who I am?
He didn't stand a chance with these women.
How old are you?
That's not fair.
Dr. Elom, how old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, all right. Now, we do see you pointed out Dr. Elom. What kind of doctor are you? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm a dentist, so actually, please forgive me for my attire. I had an emergency earlier, and I had to rush here, so I didn't have time to change.
Okay, see, that ain't about to fly because you've been on this show before, and I'm sure you've watched this show before, and you know ain't nobody coming in their work clothes. You felt since, oh, I'm a doctor, I can get a pass for wearing this, and I can even get some props for wearing this uniform.
She's not even looking at my face. Okay, so I am a traveling dentist. I travel up and down the West Coast, pulling teeth and placing implants for those who need it.
Okay.
Okay, he still got 2 people with a balloon. That's good.
All right. Now, what do you look for in a woman?
What I look for in a woman is pretty universal, and I'm not sure if it's been explained this way, but I'm going to try. There's 3 things that every man wants, and if you do these 3 things, you can procure any man that you want. And this isn't my information that I just came up with. This is actually research-based, and the first thing is being useful. How
Dang, I spoke too soon.
can you be useful to the person in your life? Why is that important? Because when you are a useful asset to the man that you want to be, then there is no way that he's ever going to want to get rid of you. The second thing is you have to blow his mind in the bedroom. What does that mean? That means you take the wildest, nastiest thing that you've ever done, figure out the wildest, nastiest thing that he's ever done, and exceed that. Otherwise, he can just get it from somewhere else. Now, the third thing, and this thing is the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you do the first 2 things. If you don't do this last thing, then you won't be able to keep your man, and that is respect. Always respect your man.
Now, even though he's very arrogant and he may get on your nerves, I can't disagree with what he's saying. Being useful, fulfilling a man's sexual needs and desires, and being respectful, yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with none of that. Because if you feel like being a woman in a relationship is enough and you're not providing any value to the relationship, you're not fulfilling any sexual needs, you're just reaping the benefits of having a man and you're also disrespecting him, you're not going to keep your man.
Now, if you have any confusion as to what respect is, say to yourself, would I say this to the person who is writing my checks? Would I say this to my boss? And if you wouldn't, don't say it to your man.
Okay, so now you may be onto something, because a lot of times you will have it where people, men and women, we will do things for our bosses or the people that write our checks, and we won't even consider our spouses or mates in that same way. So let's say, for instance, you have a partner that's always coming home late. They're never checking in. They're never like giving you an update on like, okay, is everything okay? You good? You coming home tonight? But that same person will say that, oh, you're nagging because you're doing too much. But they will literally leave the club to go home early because they got work in the morning. So yeah, I agree 100%.
So, I'm looking for those 3 things.
Okay. So, Dr. Elom, we did have you on episode 2 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And also in the Get to Know with you, we found out that, it didn't really work out too much with your match. What happened there?
Well, we decided that we wanted different things in life. We had a great conversation. We went to dinner. I thought that she was first class. But ultimately, we decided to just be friends and just support each other along our journeys.
Yeah. All that sound good. Don't give me no generic answer. What happened? Who did it? Because when people say, oh, yeah, we just wanted different things, they're just trying to gloss over the fact that there was a real issue and they don't want to address it. He probably was getting on her damn nerves.
Okay, sounds good. So we did get a couple of pop balloons here. Let's go over to some of these ladies and see what's going on.
Please, let's.
All right, let's start here. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
That dress is so cute on her.
My name is Brenda. I'm 36. The reason why I popped, very good looking man. Well put together. You're in the dentistry world. That's amazing. I'm sure your love language is acts of service since you are in the dentistry world. But the way you answered that question.
Actually, my love language is physical touch. And quality time. And words of affirmation.
I see that you like to interrupt.
Right. I was going to say, let her finish.
I
think
apologize.
It's best that I did pop that balloon. Thank you.
Dang.
Now, is Brenda someone that's your type?
You know, I actually don't know enough about her to make a valid decision on that, but I love the dress. You have a gorgeous smile. I love what you've done with your makeup and your hair. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's go over here. If we can have your name and age.
I'm Jador. I'm 31.
All right. And Jador, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Dr. Elom, it's such a tragedy because you are so handsome. I feel like you are extremely arrogant, and I feel like you're probably going to have a hard time because you seem like the type, like a know-it-all type of guy. And sometimes you have to be careful with that because even when you know it all, you don't know everything.
That's very true, but she sound irritated with him already.
So being humble sometimes can be your best friend, even if you do know it all, even if you're very smart, very wise, but just having a humble attitude, you know what I mean? You would probably go a lot further. And I say that with all the respect in the world.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who's your dentist?
Who is my dentist? Not you, sweetheart. And I'm just going to leave it right there.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I'm not your dentist.
Yeah, see, he couldn't even respond like a mature adult. See, that's why that lady left you. You was on that date cutting up. You couldn't wait to throw out an insult.
Okay.
All right, let's
go to our next person here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping.
So my name is Brittany. I'm 31, and like she said, you look really good. I like that you're a dentist, but you are given arrogant, and it's given toxic too. Like it's given you want to debate all the time. It's like gonna give me a headache. And if you do know it all, just a little bit better to be humble. So that's it. But you look good, you're handsome, but it's given toxic, and I don't want that. And it's also given like this is a joke to you. Like you just want to come on here just to say stuff to get a viral moment. I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, see, she done clocked his T. His ego, though, won't allow him to respond in the way that she wants him to.
Dr. Elom?
Yeah, I don't even really know what to say with that. I appreciate your perspective. I think that your feelings are valid. And
you can't say nothing because you're doing exactly what she said you was doing.
if you are looking for a nuclear relationship, I probably am a red flag for you. So you're probably right on that.
Child, move on. Now you done lost your last balloon.
I love your honesty. Thank you.
All right. If we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Nova. I'm 30. Yeah, it was just the arrogance for me. I love a man that's very confident. Like you, I'm gonna toot your horn every chance I get. But I think you toot your own horn, so I don't think I would be able to accommodate that every day. Like you're tooting, and then I'm trying to uplift, and it would just be a roller coaster ride, like all the time. Like I feel like we would constantly be up here, and I like my space. I like quiet. I feel like every day would be something not negative, but just the energy would just be very high for me.
It sounds like self-love is something that's challenging for you.
Now, how do you get that from what she just said?
Self-love, Oh no, baby, I'm sorry.
Because if you loved yourself, then you wouldn't have any problem loving me.
Oh, I love myself a lot, and I want to be able to love someone as much as I love myself. But I feel like you love yourself so much that there wouldn't be any room for me to love you.
Damn.
That sounded good, but it also didn't make very much sense
That's
because
fine.
love isn't a container. Love is
It's not a
something that you
container.
are. So I
Yeah.
love myself. I've worked on myself, and I understand the tools that it takes to practice self-love.
Okay.
And so space and time isn't really an objective field that you need to use as a barometer to see if it's possible, if we can love each other. It's either you love yourself and you can share that, or you're uncomfortable with it. And so I feel that you're also uncomfortable with me loving myself as much as I do.
No.
Yeah, see, he's missing the point. She doesn't have a problem with you loving yourself. She wants you to love yourself. She wants you to be confident. But she also wants to be needed in the relationship. She also wants to be desired in the relationship. So in order for her to give you the love that she wants to give to you, you need to allow her the space to do that. But trying to be combative and challenging people all the time is really just going to get on somebody's nerve, and they going to want to leave your ass.
No.
And it's
I'm
coming off
definitely
as
not uncomfortable.
arrogance.
Oh, I'm arrogant?
No, I said it's coming off as
Oh,
arrogance.
you're coming up. Yeah, you do.
So my confidence is triggering you because
No,
it's
no.
reminding
I
you
love confidence. I melt in it.
it's not about you not having self-love. It's about you not appreciating the self-love in other people. And that is a direct reflection of how you see yourself. The term is called projection. When you see me shining, it reminds you that you're not shining enough.
Wow, this man is too much.
Oh, so when I said that I melt in confidence, that kind of went over your head?
Melting in confidence isn't...
Self-love, confidence, all that in my man is very important to me because I don't want to date a man that does not love himself because then he won't love me as much. The level of love will be different.
Look, I'm really trying to follow you.
I know,
all right?
I know, but it's okay.
But your ego won't allow you to take responsibility for your lack.
Oh my God. And then he tries to talk in this tone to try to make you look dumb. Boy, hush.
And
My
that's
lack,
okay.
But I don't lack anything, babe.
I done popped y'all's balloon before you even got to know Dr. Elom. What a shame. What a shame.
Is it though? I don't. Yeah. You'll find your
You said you
people.
watched the show before you got here, which means you have a preconceived indoctrination of who you think I am. So you popped your balloon before you even got to know me based on what
Can I
you've
ask a
already
question?
seen, please.
Why do you want to argue with me?
I'm not arguing with you. I'm using an inflection that is emphasizing my point. You thinking that I'm arguing is a direct trigger that you can't handle what I'm saying to you.
Okay, love bug. I've been here, done that. Yeah,
Okay,
thank
yeah,
you.
let's
Go ahead.
do it.
Now, I do get what he's saying when he's saying that they popped their balloons before they got to know him. But you're actually showing them that they should have popped their balloon because you're acting exactly how you did on the previous episode. And I'm sure none of them feel bad and none of them want that balloon back.
Let's see what's next.
All right, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Tatiana. Okay, respectfully, where do I begin, my guy? You got a lot of dip on your chip, and I feel like the way that you coming at everybody else with like, oh, who's your dentist and everything, you finna ask me who my dentist is.
Sis is like, don't start that shit. I ain't got time for it.
And I'm not with that just yet. I'm not ready for that.
I know it's triggering.
Also, let me finish real quick, respectfully. I'm sorry, because you interrupt everybody else. Let me speak real quick. I just personally feel like you're not used to and I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm alpha male, whatever. Like, you're not used to a dominant woman. I feel like you are like, it's easy kind of coming to you to belittle women a little bit. I understand where you coming from with everything that you do, and I saw the last episode, but like you do come off as arrogant. Confidence is cool, but like, know the difference a little bit. What you gonna say about my tooth, bro?
Why would I want a dominant woman when
Next.
I'm the dominant one?
Go ahead. There can't be,
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead. What's
Do
up?
you think you're the prize?
I know I'm the prize.
You're the prize to the men you don't want.
Okay.
When you get a man that you actually want, please believe me, we're the prize.
Okay, there the arrogant shit go again. So what makes you think that you're the man that she actually wants? But yeah, it does come off like he likes to belittle women. Now, I will say this. When I saw him on Queen's Court with Lisa Ray and K. Michelle, Dr. Elom did not act like this. Actually, he didn't even really stand out to me. So it comes off like he knows how to act according to the spaces that he's in. But when he's in spaces with women that have more power, more status than him, he'll humble himself. But he comes on this show thinking that, oh, he's just above everybody, so he can kind of talk down on people. So that's where I feel like the whole dominant woman thing comes in, because Lisa Ray and K. Michelle, they weren't taking no mess from him. But he also knew his place on that show. So you got to be careful with men like this, because you really don't know who they truly are. They're just kind of like adapting to the crowd. So you're never going to really get that genuine side of them.
Next. Okay. Your name and age and why you ended up popping.
My name is Unique. I'm 31. And I popped, not that I disagree with how he is. I love I love how he is.
Say it with your chest, girl. Say it with your chest.
He has confidence. It's nothing wrong with how he is. It's not what I want at the moment. Okay. Because I dealt with his kind before, in a way. Not exactly, because, everybody's different. But I dealt with his kind before, and there's nothing wrong with how he is.
Okay.
I feel like right now this is not the right platform for him as far as in what he's looking for, or maybe he's still trying to figure out what it is you want. I don't know. But
I know what I want.
Maybe you do know what you want.
I know what I want.
But obviously it's multiple things that he wants that he hasn't found and received in one woman. I heard.
I agree with you. I agree with
there's
you.
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with how you think, the confidence, all that. There's nothing wrong with it. You just have to find a woman that's willing to accept those things without her feeling like her light is getting dimmed, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So
That's all.
I have to find a woman who is strong enough to know that her light can't be dimmed.
Yeah, that.
Hit me with your best shot.
See, him even saying, I need to find a woman who's strong enough. Being strong, being weak has nothing to do with it. You shouldn't be a man that even wants to dim another woman's light. See, he says he's working on himself and doing all these things, but I don't think he sees himself as a problem or an issue. So he's looking for a woman that's going to give him everything that he needs. But he's not necessarily working on himself to be good for any woman. Like, even with this woman expressing interest and agreeing with some of the things that he's saying, it's making him feel a little bit better. He's acting a little bit nicer to her because he wants somebody to agree with everything he says. He wants you to obsess over him. That way he can get everything that he needs out of the relationship without having to do the work on his end.
Your name again?
Unique.
Unique. That is so special.
Thank you. As far as the masculinity, like I said, it's not a gender. I feel like it's just,
So being dominant and being, what was the word that she used? What was the word that you used? I forgot. Masculine. Mm-hmm. That is something that is not gender specific, is what you're saying?
No, I don't feel it is. I feel like I'm very dominant and masculine when I need to be. But
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you want?
What do I want? Out of a partner?
Why am I here?
I want my partner to be able to live in his confidence, exactly like how you are, but at the same time know exactly specifically what he wants. Instead of, because like I said, you can feel one way right now, but in a couple of months, you're not going to feel the same. Everybody changes, different levels. If you get what I mean?
So by that line of reasoning, people are making lifelong decisions based off of 6 months, maybe a year. So is that fair to say, will you marry me based off of me knowing you for a year and a half, even though you're going to change?
Is it fair?
Right.
It's fair based on if that person agrees with,
maybe not fair. Is it feasible?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay,
I do.
That's fine.
I do.
No, it's fine.
I don't even know where that conversation was going. Did she even say why she popped her balloon? I think for her, he was half the package and not the whole package.
It's all right. Let's go. Okay, if we can have your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Micah. I'm 33, and I ended up popping One, I actually agree with a lot of the stuff that you say. So the 3 reasons that you gave before, I agree with all 3 of those. So I think you're on to that.
Okay.
I didn't really like how you showed up. I appreciate that you had emergency surgery. I
See, I told you.
love that.
You know, the scrubs are clean. I was wearing a white coat while I was doing it, so
No, I
they're-
appreciate
they're-
it.
they're-
I appreciate it. But yeah, that's really the only reason, to be honest. And I think we just probably,
So if you would have seen me in the dental office, you would have been like, this guy.
I would have been like, yeah, nice smile, maybe.
But the scrubs was not doing it for me.
I just feel like they said date ready and you've been here before, so you know what's up. And having
right,
emergency
you're right,
surgery
right.
is not an excuse.
You know, I failed you.
Nah, I think she just made that up because she held that balloon for a long time. What's the real reason, Miss Mamas?
No,
On this
you didn't
day.
feel me.
I failed you.
It's
And I'm
okay.
sorry.
It's okay.
Next time, I'll make my patients wait.
Yeah, see, I think what he did was look up a bunch of quotes and information before he came here so he can just blurt it out to everybody. But ain't no real work being done.
Okay, please, thank you.
Well, that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. We can chop it up there. Also, like, subscribe, and turn your notifications on. All right, y'all. See y'all in the next one.